The game at Old Trafford has gone ahead to end 2-2. Man United 2, Tottenham Hotspur 2. But it was a game where we got exposed a lot, and we saw to it that we need a lot, obviously, kill off very many things to see it that we obviously get to where we deserve to be. Manchester United have gone ahead to obviously register another draw at Old Trafford, and it has been really one of those moments that you expected United to obviously go into the driving seat and really keep themselves there, because the two goals we've gone ahead to obviously concede have been really uncalled for. But there have been positives and negatives into that fixture, and we lacked a lot in the final third. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. It has been the 22nd match that has been played by the club of Man United, and that means we are left with 17 games, and out of the 3 points we are supposed to collect today, we've gone ahead to collect only 1. And I told you in my match preview that I expected us to win that game by 3-1, but you saw to it that the way we defended today was really uncalled for. The first goal and second goal, guys, we couldn't obviously concede such goals. If at all you want to go ahead and obviously win the game of football, then there are certain goals you shouldn't give away. That set piece goal we conceded in the first half is really uncalled for. Rashford goes ahead to obviously make it 2-1, and then at the beginning of the second half we concede, and we all stabilized when Lisandro Martinez came in through and really gave us a very huge cover onto that central defense. And it shows exactly how much we've gone ahead to miss him. So smash the like button, comment and share. If you're already watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a day. We are going to discuss a lot and also spare some time to go into the comment section and really talk to you. But let's talk about the positives first. My first positive is the Rasmus Hojlund goal. He only got one chance and he buried it home. This is what I've been really saying. It has always gone ahead to become a song that if you want Rasmus Hojlund to score you goals, get him those balls. Against Sheffield, Rasmus Hojlund got 3 chances and he failed to score one of those. But today, he got one chance in the 3rd minute and buried it home to make it 1 for the club of Man United. And it was a very good connection with Marcus Rashford, scoring his 2nd consecutive goal in the Premier League. Remember, he last played in the Premier League when you're playing against Aston Villa. He missed out on the game of Nottingham Forest, and today he returned and really scored a goal. 2 goals in his previous 2 games in the Premier League, and that is Rasmus Hojlund for you. As I told you that all we need is to get him chances, and when the chances have gone ahead to obviously go to him, he has gone ahead to show us that he's really capable of obviously getting United to where we deserve to be. And today, he is really silencing the enemies and the haters who have always gone ahead and said that this guy is a flop. He's a flop. He's one of the flops that United have gone ahead to sign. He's the flop of the season. He's having 2 goals, and I think he's going to score more and more and more of those goals because of what he has gone ahead to obviously put up onto his side. And the other positive is the second goal. The second goal, I really loved it a lot because of the assist coming in through from Rasmus Hojlund to Marcus Rashford, and it looks like these two have gone ahead to obviously learn to read each other's runs. When you look at the first goal, Rashford was like trying to play a back heel to Rasmus Hojlund, though the defender, I think, made it easy for Rasmus Hojlund to score that goal, and I don't know who was given the assist. For the second goal, you see to it that it's a 1-2. It's a 1-2 play between Marcus Rashford and Rasmus Hojlund. Rashford finds Hojlund, and Hojlund goes in for a pass, meaning that he knew exactly what Rashford wanted, and he released him. After releasing him, Rashford took one touch, or took an extra touch, and buried that ball into the back of the net to make it 2-1. And at half time, the game ended 2-1 in favor of Man United. Second half, they leveled. But those are huge positives that everyone will obviously like to talk about. Rashford, though, to me, I think, every match has gone ahead to score a goal and saw himself contribute for the first goal. I think he would have gone ahead to do better. But all in all, sometimes for his confidence to get back, all what he needs are goals and assists. Remember, in the game of Aston Villa, he had an assist. In the game of Nottingham Forest, he had a goal. In the game of Wigan, he had an assist. And today, he has gone ahead to have a goal in this beautiful game of football. And that is really very, very good for the side of Manchester United. And all you'd love to see is to see that this guy really gets up and running into what we call the final third of the opponent, scoring goals and getting United everything that we desire from him. The other huge positive is about Lisandro Martinez. Lisandro Martinez has gone ahead to return, and I think has gone ahead to play close to 30 minutes into this fixture. And if you really believe that you want United to obviously get back to where we were as far as defending was concerned, you have to pray to it hard that Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane play together the remaining games of the season. If they play those games together, there is no way we are not going to obviously get maximum points. In that game, you saw to it that there was a little bit of luxuries that we never really went ahead to occupy, and spaces, because especially the second goal, you really understand that that space was supposed to be read there very well. And the way Bentancur runs into space and really takes himself to where he finds himself in a position of really scoring that goal, it shows you that someone was supposed to be there and he never really read the run of the player. And that means a player in the midfield had to really track the run of that guy, such that the likes of Rafael Varane would have gone ahead to do what we call the cover-up. But he gets from the midfield, gets a touch that beats all the defense, and no one is obviously trying to really chase him out. So those are some of the positives that we got in this game of football, and I think we can build onto that. The negatives: Spurs controlled the game. Spurs went ahead to control that game, and it was really very naive of Man United to allow that to happen, because Spurs is not a side that's supposed to come at Manchester United and really play a high line, and they go away with it. They had not to go away with it. They deserve to get a beating, and this is why we need Rashford to compose himself better, and a player who plays as a left back, would have gone ahead to obviously do better, because Bissaka won very many games, won very many balls in very good areas, but he couldn't obviously find that line breaking pass. Maybe like a Dallo would have gone ahead to find, like a Malacia, or like a Luke Shaw would have gone ahead to find. So United really had a lot to do, and the lot brought in United in a very, very, very horrible way, and I wouldn't really stand how we really went ahead to connect and lose out connection into the front third, because that front three has gone ahead to obviously score goals, but we deserved more today. We deserved more. But though our defense was really the reason as to why we went ahead to obviously see to it that we don't really get ourselves going and really keep a clean sheet, but we needed to do better, especially in the front third. Sometimes games like these, you will see yourselves concede 2, but if at all you score 3 or 4, then you'll obviously get yourself going. And how many shots did we have on target? They are really very few, and we really desired more from our front three. But it shows you exactly how we are really lacking a lot. That for the first goal, we conceded through a set piece, and we never really had to give them very many chances. I'm talking about clear-cut chances. They never had very many of those. They never had very many of those clear-cut chances, and they found themselves in a position of really going to the level of really scoring 2 goals for the club of Man United. And if I told you a fan of Man United, you'll understand that this should have been a win. It should have been a win, because we've scored goals and we've gone ahead to let in goals. It would have gone ahead to be vice versa. We would have gone ahead to score goals and not let in goals. And this is where the fact of injuries comes in through that. They've gone ahead to affect us a lot at Man United. You saw to it that when Martinez came in through, you saw to it that it was a solid defending. And the way Spurs dominated us and controlled the game, you saw to it that sometimes they could even spend like 1 minute, 2 minutes with the ball. That is it. And with the quality of players that we are having, that is really unacceptable. And this is where I call upon Erik ten Hag to really come up with a style of play. Because if you're playing teams like Arsenal, Liverpool, like that at Old Trafford, you won't survive. You won't survive. Maybe by the time you're having Casemiro, Lisandro Martinez, and Rafael Varane to obviously take us to where we deserve to be as a club of Man United, but sometimes you don't survive such if you continue playing like that. There was a trap of Pedro Porro, and Eric Ten Hag had gone ahead to obviously notice it, and that's why he put Rashford into that space. But we lacked another extra body to obviously stand in between Van der Ven and Christian Romero, because after Rashford makes that run, we just needed someone else to obviously make a run between Van der Ven and Romero, because Romero had to close down a lot to see to it that Udogie also covers in a lot and Bentancur, as Pedro Porro runs diagonally into the 18 yards box area of Tottenham Hotspur. So as a club of Man United, I think tactics lacked a little bit. Would have gone ahead to bring and really deploy better tactics on the day, according to me. And I think Ten Hag will also look back and really understand that he would have gone ahead to deploy more and more and more tactics as far as that game of football was really concerned. Let's go to the match stats and see how things are really panning out. Nine shots by Manchester United. Tottenham Hotspur had 16, and how dare they have 16 shots? 2 shots on target only, and Tottenham Hotspur had 6. So 2 shots on target, all those were goals. And the only positive you pick out in this is that all along we've been calling out for the clinicalness of these forwards of United, and today they've been lethal. 2 shots on target, all have gone ahead to cross the line, meaning that if we created more chances, we'd have gone ahead to score more goals, and we couldn't really do that because of the composure that we lacked in the final third. 36% ball possession by Man United, and Spurs had 64. That is really very weird. How can a team like Spurs come to Old Trafford and really take the lion's share of the possession? 304 passes completed by Man United. Spurs completed 538. Very bad. 76% passing accuracy by Man United. 89% passing accuracy by Tottenham Hotspur. 8 fouls by Manchester United. 5 fouls by Spurs. 2 yellow cards. Rasmus Hojlund and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Then it was Bentancur, for Tottenham Hotspur, who went ahead to get a yellow card. Then 0 red cards to both sides, 3 offsides to Man United and 4 offsides to Tottenham Hotspur. 8 corners by Man United and 13 corners by Spurs. So Spurs really ran the show. Let's all admit. Love them or hate them, they ran the show at Old Trafford. As the table stands, Man United is 7th. Look, meaning that they are 1, 2, 3, 2. There are 2 teams. I think it's only one team. If at all it wins, that is Brighton, that can obviously go ahead of Man United. That is it. So we are still doing badly off. The difference between us and Tottenham Hotspur is still 7 points. So we need to get in the top 4 position. We need to get there. But I don't know how we are going to get there, because the only way to get there is by winning our games. And this game that we had to win because Spurs came in through with a deficiency of a squad. How was it a deficiency of a squad? 1, Kulusevski was out, Song Heung-min was out, Parmetasa was out, and Yefis Bissouma was out. But we couldn't obviously beat them at the club of Man United. We need to do better into that game. Alfred Kenny Nyebingira, what was the importance of goalkeeper to stay? He could have been join the others early. I don't know his problem. He's not a ball stopper. Even he can't tell the players where to stand. To me, I think Onana today had a hand in all those goals. I think the second one, he would have gone ahead to do better. Why doesn't he maintain his position? Because in such a situation, the only time you don't blame the goalkeeper for the second goal is when that ball is beaten on the near post. But they beat him on the far post where the hugest mass of his body was. So That is really uncalled for, and it's unforgivable, and would have gone ahead to do better. For the first one, I think the box was congested, and we needed the defenders to obviously do better. But one thing I quit about the defenders is Spurs got more corners in the second half than those they got into the first half, but none of those was really threatening, and none of those cut out. So it was really Andrew Onana. For the second goal, I blame him. Would have gone ahead to do better. Nelson Mwesigwa, thanks already. All right. Tell me why Eric Ten Hag subs Casemiro for Eriksson. All right. I think Casemiro was not 100% ready to come in through and do the job, because I understand in that situation, Casemiro would have gone ahead to serve a better purpose than Scott McTominay. That is it, because he will be having a proper CDM to play alongside that guy. But I think he went in for height and physicality. That is it. And he wanted Bruno maybe to really lie a little bit back and Scott McTominay go a little bit up front. Then Alvin Nyibigira, look at their possession at Old Trafford is very shameful. There is no problem in defense. Someone needs to change the position. So I think we defended better when Lisandro Martinez was here. You saw how we are building up from the back. So that's what we've always been missing from Lisandro Martinez. Nelson Mwesigwa, why McTominay with Menu? I also really felt bad when I saw that guy come on the field of play, because I thought it was supposed to be a Casemiro moment, right? Erina Ochan, Onana has no problem in this draw. Garnacho never did anything good today. I think he put in some crosses, and remember that cross he puts in through that finds Scott McTominay unmarked. Scott McTominay was unmarked and would have gone ahead to do justice to that ball, but he didn't. Dan Champion, Ten Hag is the problem. No one was the problem apart from Ten Hag. All right, for me, I think, why doesn't he really say let's go head to head? Why do you hit Tottenham Hotspur on the break? You know, I think we have the quality that can really go head to head with a team like Tottenham Hotspur. We lose because of Rashford's selfishness. I've gone ahead to hint about that Rashford was really very, very selfish, and he would have gone ahead to obviously put us better. And in the first half, he got like 3 chances, and he was running towards the byline, something that I don't really accept. You know, chop inside, you know, surprise them. Don't be the same player. And even in the second half, he sort of ate that. Even when he got space and Garnacho was alone, he couldn't obviously release Garnacho. That is something that Rashford has to really improve. And at that age, it's not all about improvement. It's all about perfection and doing the needful that your family calls up for. John Bia Mukama, simply we need a coach, not a comedy act like Eric Ten Hag. I think Ten Hag is a good coach. Vidic Ricky, hello bro. As I see, Ten Hag failed to plan for this game again, or early, all right. Then Muhumuza Sam, my good. Bijiro Aprita Rashford, so selfish. So that's what happened down at the Old Trafford, and a lot really went down, and I call upon your reactions into the comment section below. Can David remains my name. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I sign out for now. See you later, but I'm returning with the player ratings for this encounter.